More than my art, my name holds something meaningful I would like to share in this video. Hi, I'm Herrysle. Born on November 30, 2005, I'm a multimedia artist majoring in graphic design from Binyan, Laguna, Philippines. My full name is Niyoshi Herrysle Tiangsing. But even though most people who I know in real life call me by Niyoshi or Neo for short, I chose Herrysle as my artist name. Why? Herrysle is from my mom's name, Herrysle. If you put the S between Y and L, it becomes Herrysle. Then, my dad decided to add an E at the end so people wouldn't misread it. But it didn't work because people are still confused about how to read it. Anyways, before Herrysle became my name, it was a pen name my mom used when writing in her diary. That name gave her a space to write her thoughts, feelings, or memories she couldn't necessarily say out loud. When I found out about this, I began to see the name differently. It wasn't just a name anymore. I realized that it held a space where someone could be honest with their thoughts. And I found that story connected to the experience I want to show in my artworks, ang pagmumuni-muni. In Filipino, muni-muni means to reflect, ponder, meditate, or engage in a deep, quiet thought. It allows us to long for something or simply wander around life, choices, and feelings. I believe that is what my art represents. Sometimes, it's a place you've seen or wish existed. Sometimes, it's an unspoken feeling. Sometimes, it's a cherished memory. And sometimes, it's simply a peace of mind. Even while creating, I just allow myself na magmuni-muni. It's also my way of pausing, reflecting, and giving myself a time of peace. If my muni-muni are colors, I believe they look like deep sea blue, moss green, and warm yellow, because these colors give the calmest look and the most quiet feel. They look refreshing and peaceful, which is why these are my go-to colors whenever I paint and the kind of colors I look for as my photography subjects. Because I translate this experience into visuals through paintings, illustrations, and photography, I believe my art is almost like a visual diary. But when I create, I don't want to experience it alone. So I share my artworks on different platforms and let others see it as a space for their own thoughts. My mom once had a name that gave her a space to put her thoughts into words. Now, I carry that into a different space. She had her diary, I have my canvas. Her thoughts live in pages, mine as art. And maybe that's what makes the name Herrysle feel like the perfect artist name for me. Because while my art is mine, the idea of giving a place for our thoughts already existed long before I became one. Today, my art expresses dreamy sceneries, anonymous portraits, and nostalgic photos that represent the experience of pagmumuni-muni. So I hope whenever you see and stare at my art, you don't just see an image. I hope it gives your mind the space to reflect, to wonder, to imagine anything you want, or to simply let your have a moment of quietness. Again, this has been Herrysle, your multimedia artist who translates the experience of muni-muni into art.